Information Technology Act 2000. The Information Technology Act 2000, also known as ITA 2000 or the IT Act, is an act of the Indian Parliament number 21 of 2000, notified on 17 October 2000. It is the primary law in India dealing with cybercrime and electronic commerce. Secondary or subordinate legislation to the IT Act includes the Intermediary Guidelines Rules 2011 and the Information Technology Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code Rules 2021, an act to provide legal recognition for transactions carried out by means of electronic data interchange and other means of electronic communication, commonly referred to as electronic commerce, which involve the use of alternatives to paper-based methods of communication and storage of information to facilitate electronic filing of documents with the government agencies and further to amend the Indian Penal Code, the Indian Evidence Act 1872, the Bankers Book Evidence Act 1891 and the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934, and for matters connected therewith or incidental thereto. Information Technology Act 2000. It shall extend to the whole of India and save as otherwise provided in this Act. It applies also to any offence or contravention thereunder committed outside India by any person. It shall come into force on such date as the central government may, by notification, appoint, and different dates may be appointed for different provisions of this Act, and any reference in any such provision to the commencement of this Act shall be construed as a reference to the commencement of that provision. IT Act 2000. Nothing in this Act shall apply to a negotiable instrument as defined in Section 13 of the Negotiable Instruments Act 1881, a power of attorney as defined in Section 1A of the Powers of Attorney Act 1882, a trust as defined in Section 3 of the Indian Trust Act 1882, a shall as defined in Clause H of Section 2 of the Indian Succession Act 1925, including any other testamentary disposition by whatever name called, any contract for the sale or conveyance of immovable property of any property or any interest in such property, any such class of documents or transactions as may be notified by the central government in the official gazette. Electronic governance. Electronic governance may be understood as the performance of the governance via the electronic medium in order to facilitate an efficient, speedy, and transparent process of disseminating information to the public and other agencies and for performing government administration activities. It refers to the application of information technology to the process of government functioning in order to bring more transparency, openness, and resulting in less bureaucracy. The term e-government and e-governance are interrelated. In India, there are many initiatives taken by central government, various state governments, and municipal corporations. A few examples are internet reservation facility by the Indian Railways, mandatory e-filing of income tax returns, online registration of limited liability partnership and companies through Ministry of Corporate Affairs portal, e-portal for pensioners to lodge their grievances. DigiLocker. DigiLocker is a